And we are back. I told myself I would be more consistent. So if you see this shirt in the next two videos, there's gonna be like four videos. I might be wearing the same exact shirt because I did it in a 5 minute time span, one after the next, one after the next, after one after the next. I just want to let you know I'm not dirty. I do wash my clothes. Just want to keep that in mind. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget that. Stay clean. Wash your behind. Anyway, of course I got the do rag on with the suede. But we're doing JJK Chapter 257. I don't even need to. Okay, I do need to swipe through it. Hold on. Let me make sure I remember what's going on. Let me just count how many black flashes UG has hit. That's what we're gonna start with. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, and then he hit a black flash the previous chapter, I believe. Yeah, he hit one previous chapter. That's eight in a row. Eight in a row. That's all I'm gonna say about it. That's eight in a row. So we got the main character. You got Gege remembering that Yuji's the main character. Sometimes he forgets. Sometimes he'll off screen some characters. He forgets who the main character is, but Gege got a good head and his shoulders for the most part. 90%, minus to 10%. We're never gonna talk about. I'm not there yet. Haven't healed. For my man's Gojo. Spoilers alert. My bad. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler warning. I should probably add that in the description actually. Nonetheless, Yuji has hit 8 black flashes on Sukuna. And one thing that I'm starting to see, which I've been talked about, Yuji is going to start getting up there. He's going to start being a threat to the point where Sukuna cannot outmaneuver him. We already knew this because on one level he's already there, and it's his ideals. No one else besides Gojo has been able to match Sukuna's ideals. No one, no one besides Yuji and Gojo have been able to match Sukuna's ideals. Everyone else falls short of it. That's one aspect. Then we have the physical strength side. Yuji's starting to keep up. He's starting to get up there. Potential's starting to rise. 8 black flashes. I can only imagine how strong he's going to get. The buff is crazy. I almost said the beef. I'm glad I stopped myself. The point is, 8 black flashes is insane. And one thing we have to keep in mind is that Ino did his thing. I did not know that fourth beast was going to be a dragon. I don't think anyone would have known it was going to be a dragon. And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at it at all. I actually think it's hard. It just sucks that this is a circumstance that we're seeing the dragon because it's against Kuna of all people. And mind you, now that I'm thinking about it, during this fight, is Urarame and Hakari still throwing the ones? Because I hope that fight is over. And I wanted to see that fight. I'm hoping it's not going to be off screen, but I'm not that hopeful because it seems like everyone's rushing to help so they can beat up Sukuna. So I'm really hoping that Hakari and Urarame can be on screen so we can see what happens. I want to see the jackpot with the ice. I want to see if Urarame has a domain expansion. I want to see so many different things. And this is where I have my qualms with Gege. Mind you, JJK is my top two. JJK is my top two. So I got the right to speak on it because it's in my top two. Gege has this thing where he has so many opportunities to throw our way in terms of creativity and the story and Kenjaku and all that jazz, and he chooses not to. And I'm not sure why, because in that writer's room, there's so many things that could propel him and propel the story by choosing to take those moments. Yuta versus Kenjaku being one of them. Yuji and Kenjaku, Gojo Kenjaku. And you know what? Let me hold my breath though. There could be more time. There could be more time where Gege is going to basically acknowledge these things. And it's very important that we keep that in mind because at the end of the day, this is Gege's story. It's not my story. It's not your story. It's not anyone else's story. It's his. So we have to keep that in mind that Gege is only going to make the story as great as he wanted to make in the first place. However, he posted it. So it does leave it up for critiques, does leave it up for all that. So the smoke is there. But at the end of the day, it is his story. And there are many things that I won't necessarily say I'm not a fan of. I will say I have some distaste for. Gojo being one of them, Kashima being one of them, Kenjaku, the Yuji Kenjaku, Kenjaku Gojo. But like I said, let me hold my breath because there's still time. Yuki. I got a bone to pick with Yuki. I got a bone to pick for that one. I really got a bone to pick for that one. I'm not a fan. Not a fan of that storyline. But I get it. I'm not saying it was bad writing. I just think that there were so many other avenues we could have took with Yuki for her first real special grade battle. I mean, I get it. It was to make Kenjaku have weight, but now looking back on it, what was the point of Yuki dying just for Kenjaku to get one shot? You see what I mean? I'm not. It's not disrespect. It's not disrespect. I'm just calling it what it is. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. Just calling it what it is. Now, back to the chapter. I did not post what my theories were when I first started this channel, but essentially, let me say this. I have always thought that Yuji has been a twin to Sukuna. I've always thought that. It may not be a brother, but I've always thought he's in some form relation or akin to Sukuna in some way, shape, or form, either by physical appearance, cursed energy output, the cursed technique. Oh, I forgot to even talk about that. This man usually has malevolent shrine. He just has rock, paper, scissors on the cut. Although I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of champ that he has like rock, paper, scissors. So like, what happens if he pops a domain expansion? Does he just like have his hand out like this? That's not cool. That's not hard. But let me not speak too soon. Like I said, let me hold my breath. It could always be harder, but this man Yuji, he's really, really doing his thing. Ino's doing crazy assists. I'm proud of him. He didn't get one shot at the allegations of this is dragging out. No, they haven't been beaten yet. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Until I read this all in one sitting, when the volumes come out, he's not beating the allegations that this has been dragging. He's not beating the allegations because here's my thing. We have Sukuna constantly getting nerfed and cursed energy output, which everyone says is an excuse for him not showing a lot. This is my problem. Sukuna has been alive for X amount and he has always done the necessities. Meaning, why has he not used Fuga? Why has he not used other things at his disposal? If he got the two kitchen knives, cleave and dismantle, where the pot at? Where the pan at? Where the stove at? I mean, not literally, but y'all get what I mean. Where are the other abilities that he knows that we know he has? The tattoos on his body. There's so many different things that Sukuna can use, irregardless of cursed energy output, because he's been from the Heian era. And this is where I have my problems at. Because I'm such a Sukuna fan. Not a crazy one. He's not in my top 10 in terms of characters, but I am a Sukuna fan. And if we're going to paint Sukuna like the villain he needs to be, there needs to be some type of change, some outcome where the stakes increase and we can understand that. But right now, Sukuna's been throwing the hands, and I'm not mad. I love to throw hands. I, not me personally. Well, technically that'd be wrong. Yeah, I like to throw a couple. I like to throw a couple. But we're not talking about me right now. We're talking about Sukuna. I like to throw hands. I love the fight choreography. However, the elephant in the room is this. Sukuna needs to be able to show the kit that he has available. It defeats the purpose talking about potential in terms of curse energy from Yuji to Sukuna if we are not going to use Sukuna's full kit. And if there's a reason for that, I'm holding my breath. But right now, as a week to week basis, I cannot foresee where we're going from this. And that's good. This is also a good space to be in. When you can't tell what's going to happen, this is the best space to be in terms of writing and in terms of reading. I give him that. This is his zone. This is his Black Flash moment, literally in real life. All Giga got to do is follow through. But my point is this. In this chapter, we have seen that Yuji is starting to keep up with the potential of Sukuna, and he's starting to keep up. He's hitting Black Flashes like he plans, like in the manga said. Like he plans for each punch to be one. And that's something that we can take in consideration. That this man Yuji is starting to plateau in a way that's quite dangerous, and he might be riding that special grade territory soon. Only reason why I say that is because All the special grades have a form of infinity. Gojo has the literal infinity. Yuta has infinite cursed energy. Yuki has infinite mass. Kenjaku has infinite cursed spirits. And what does Yuji have? Infinite potential. Infinite potential. Remember that. Remember that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I just want my theory out there before someone else try to take it. Say it was there. I just want to put that out there. But the point is this: Yuji is starting to ride on that coattail special grade. And this fight between Sukuna and Yuji is still entertaining, mind you. But I want to see something different for Sukuna. I need to see Fuga. I need to see all the other kitchen appliances. I got to see Yuji throw the ones, use the shrine or whatever the rock, paper, scissors is going to look like. I need that. I need that. Everything else has kind of been self-explanatory. This chapter, they box and they throw in the ones. I'm happy. Can't be mad. We eating. That's my chapter review for JJK. TVG. Do rag TVG. Signing off.